What's going on, guys? Today I am back with another H.A.T format replay review for you guys. If you're interested in sending in your H.A.T format replays, you can go down to the video description and find all the information on how to send those in. The match I have for you today, we have Ultra Plant, who is going to be on Cat. This is a very well-known player who I haven't seen very often in the past recent events or anything, so it's nice to see them back. And on the other side, we have Justice Punch, who is going to be on Koa'Ki Meiru Fire Fist, so a very cool deck as well. So let's get straight into this. This should be a good match. We see Ultra Plant win the Rock, Paper, Scissors here. Opening hands, we see Duality, Artifact Moraltac, Artifact Scythe, Soul Charge, and Beagle Tack, so a ton of artifacts here. That is very unfortunate. They're really going to need their top deck to be something good or this duality to pay out for them. And on the other side here, we see Wiretap, Solemn Warning, Koa'Ki Meiru Crusader, Diamond Core of Koa'Ki Meiru, and the regular Iron Core. So here, Ultra Plant will draw a copy of Bottomless for turn. It's all right, but again, it's not helping all these artifacts. They're going to go Duality, Revealing Sanctum, Call the Haunted, and Warning. Here, they're going to take the copy of Sanctum. It'll be interesting, like, if Beagle Tech is in deck, that definitely is good when you have multiple artifacts, but usually when decks are playing the Scythe, they're usually not on multiple Beagle Techs. So them taking the Sanctum might be because it gives them some sort of protection, or maybe they are on double Beagle Techs still, even with the Scythe. So let's see what happens. Here, they're going to set 3 and pass. Over to Justice here, who drew a copy of Book of Moon. They're going to activate the Diamond Core, which is going to add a copy of Urnite. From here, they're going to use the Diamond Core right away. That has the added ability that you can banish this card from your graveyard for the rest of this turn. Koa'Ki Meiru monsters you control cannot be destroyed. They're going to summon Urnite and reveal the Iron Core, which is going to allow them to special summon a Koa'Ki Meiru monster from their deck. So here they're going to summon a copy of Crusader. They say it's good. They're going to go battle phase, attack in with Crusader, attack in with the Urnite. Main phase 2, setting 3 back row and go to end phase. And they don't have to reveal here, I'm pretty sure, because the Diamond Core just says for the rest of this turn. So I'm pretty sure they don't have to reveal there. And, it looks like maybe they're even talking about it on the side here. All right, over to Ultra Plant, who gets another copy of Soul Charge. Very unfortunate. And here they just set the Scythe. Back over to Justice Punch, who gets a copy of Bear. And then it looks like right away, Ultra Plant is going to activate the Sanctum, probably trying to turn off the Urnite from being able to keep summoning there. And Wiretap is chained to that, so they won't be able to use that. Here, they're just going to go battle phase and attack in again. No reason to, overly commit and fall victim to a torrential. Here, they're going to use Urnite in main phase 2 to summon a copy of Koa'Ki Meiru Ice. One of the cool ones here, they're going to go the Ice and the Crusader into a Cowboy, but that gets met with Bottomless. All right, and Ultra Plant draws a warning, so unfortunately nothing they can do there. Yeah, just showing off the hand. A very bad brick there, which is unfortunate, but moving into game number 2, Ultra Plant will at least get to start again, hopefully seeing a better hand, which already looks like a better hand. Here we see Card D, DD Crow, Sanctum, Torrential, and Card D, so very solid hand. And on the other side, we see Upstart, Diamond Core, Wiretap, Upstart Goblin, and Macro. So all right hand, obviously these Upstarts have to turn into something good. Here, Ultra Plant gets a copy of Ignition, so extremely strong hand. They're going to summon the card, set 3 over, use the effect for Duality, and get a Moral Tech. Here, Justice drew Book of Moon again as their draw for turn, and Upstart is activated, getting a copy of Koa'Ki Meiru Ice. Upstart being activated, getting a copy of Soul Charge, setting 3, and going to end phase. Here, Ultra Plant gets a copy of Scythe. Very unfortunate that they're drawing all their artifacts similar to last game, but at least their hand is better this time. They're going to go for Duality, Finding. Let's see what they take here. What was that? Soul Charge, Mermail, and Blackhorn. And they do choose to take the Soul Charge. Summon Card D, that gets met with Book of Moon. They set 1 more back row over to Justice, who gets a copy of Duality, which is good. They're going to use it, and they take the copy of Bear. So I guess, yeah, they're holding the diamond core rather than firing it right away, just in case they see a Koa'Ki Meiru first or the iron core, then they can just add the other, because diamond core can add the iron core. Here they are going to summon the bear, and that gets met with torrential, and it looks like they go end phase. Here, Ultra Plant is going to activate ignition, popping the wiretap, and then setting, what was that, a moral attack. Here, Sanctum is activated to summon the Beagle attack, which can then pop. They had set 2, right? Oh, I guess they're not. They're having a bit of a discussion here. I guess they were saying if it targets or not for the Beagle attack, which it does not target. So they are going to chain macro here on the summon. And so they're just going to get rid of the Scythe here. Obviously, no reason to pop 2. If not, that probably would have been almost game, I would assume, in a lot of cases. It wouldn't have been exact game or anything, but very, very close. If they were able to resolve this, uninterrupted and be able to summon the Moral Attack and the Scythe there, that could have been very good. But here, drawing a copy of Duality is very strong, activating, revealing double Mermail and a Blackhorn, taking the copy of Mermail there. And here they're going to normal summon Mermail, add Bottomless, switch the Beagle attack to attack, and attack in for some damage. And here, setting the Bottomless and the Soul Charge as a bluff, Justice gets a copy of Knight here, which is good. Activating Diamond Core to add the Iron Core, as I mentioned before, just holding it for whichever they see first. Then they're going to go Soul Charge for Bear. Okay, interesting play here. Summon the Ice. That gets met with the Bottomless. Oh, I guess they were just trying to bait as much as they could because they knew that Ultra Plane had searched the Bottomless, and that way the Knight would then be free to, have its effect and everything else off, but obviously that didn't work for them. So here they draw a copy of Double Cyclone, and then they tribute for the Moral Attack, go to battle phase, and just attack over the bear. And main phase 2, they can just overlay here, thinking what they're going to go for. They go for a copy of Pleiades, setting a Double Cyclone over to Justice Punch, who gets a copy of Lance and scoops it up. So moving on to game number 3, Justice Punch will get to start this one out. Opening hands, we see Sanctum, Duality, Soul Charge, Sanctum, Trap, Nightmare. So it's always good to see Sanctum. Seeing multiples is good for the grind game at bare minimum, plus a Duality. And then on the other side, we see Iron Core, Soul Drain, very, very strong card against, artifacts in general. The Crusader, Wolfbark, and a copy of Knight. So also a very solid hand on the other side too. Drawing a copy of Max C as well for turn is very good. Summon the Knight, reveal the Iron Core, and they say it's good. Special a Crusader. Overlay both for Fire King, for the Tiger King, my bad, using the effect to set a Tenki, activating Tenki to add Bear. So now the Wolfbark will be live eventually, setting the Soul Drain over to Ultra Plane, who gets a Double Cyclone. Okay, very, very good draw there as well. Activates Duality, finding Crow, Fire Hand, and was that another Duality? Taking the Fire Hand. So from what it seems like, they were on Cat, so maybe they just side into the hands. And so here, taking some time to think, they set the Fire Hand and set all the back row except the Soul Charge over to Justice Punch, who draws a copy of Wiretap. Summon Bear, use the effect to pop the set Fire Hand, but chaining the Soul Drain. They're taking time to think here. Sanctum is activated, chaining the Max C to the Sanctum. Double Cyclone is then activated, attempting to pop, what was that? Oh, they're using the Double Cyclone to pop the Sanctum and then pop the Soul Drain. Summoning a copy of Moral Tech, and Justice Punch draws a copy of Diamond Core, and here the Fire Hand is destroyed. And what happened? Oh, I guess they're having a little bit of connection issues. Always playing online can be a problem. And then there, I believe what happened was the last thing in that chain was the Fire Hand being destroyed. So actually, I don't know what happened there. I think just the Moral Attack activated and popped the other thing that was on board there. So here, Diamond Core is activated. Searching a copy of Knight. Here, setting the Wiretap and passing it over to Ultra Plan, who draws another copy of Soul Charge. This deck just does not seem to like him right now. with these draws. I mean, it's fine in this position, but just, I mean, yeah, I guess having another Sanctum is going to be good, because as soon as you activate this Sanctum, you'll have your soul charges live if need be. So I guess it's fine. It's just like kind of funny to see all the clumping, I guess, in like an online format here. But anyways, attacking in with Moral Attack. Main phase 2, passing it over. Justice Punch gets another copy of Diamond Core, activates the Diamond Core engrave, summons the Urnite, uses the effect, reveals the Iron Core, summons the copy of Ice. They say it's good. And they're thinking they're going to use Ice effect, which says, let's see here. You can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy one special summon monster on the field. So they're discarding the Crusader to pop the Moral Attack here. Going to battle phase and doing some damage. Ice has 1900 attack and Crusader has 2000. So they're very beefy. Main phase 2 overlaying for Emerald in defense position. And they're thinking, oh, lots of connection problems. Here it looks like Ultra Plant's going to activate Sanctum, but that does get met with the Wiretap. Here Emerald is going to use its effect, but that is met with the Trap Nightmare. Here Diamond Core is activated, which, yep, okay. And what did they add there? I guess they added another Urnite. I kind of was distracted with everything else going on. Here, Ultra Plant draws a copy of Dianea, and here one of those soul charges might come into play pretty good here, as I was mentioning before. Well, actually, no, maybe not, because they had wiretapped the Sanctum before. But they are going to use the soul charge. They kind of have to here. Going for Firehand, and just Firehand. Setting a copy of Dianea back over to Justice Punch, who gets a copy of Warning. Very close game. Here they're going to go Wolfbark to get back the Bear. Overlay both for Evagishki Meiru, guys. I love this card. I'll talk about it right now. It says, after damage calculation, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, shuffle the destroyed monster into the deck instead of just sending it to the graveyard. So this is just another way to out hands. So they say it's good. Go attack into Firehand, use the Meiru guy, shuffle back the Firehand, set the Iron Core and the Warning. Interesting to set the Iron Core here. Maybe they're just trying to, well, I mean, obviously they're trying to just bluff them out of anything in case they find some back row removal, but it will turn off the Urnite here. Here, Ultra Plant gets a copy of Moral Attack. Oh, so now they contribute summon the Moral Attack if need be and go Soul Charge, but that, yep. So they are going to tribute for the Moral Attack. That gets met with Warning, and now this Soul Charge play is even better. Because, yeah, they can Soul Charge back Dianea and Moral Attack, going down to just 100 here. But the Dianea will be able to reset the Trap Nightmare, overlaying the 2 Moral Attacks for a copy of Pleiades. Using the effect, bouncing the Meiru. Ultra Punch draws a copy of Macrocosmos, and that's just not going to do it. So they scoop it up. So Ultra Plant, gets to take that one. Very, very close game. Obviously, they didn't open the greatest, but yeah, crazy back and forth. Really, really cool to see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. Comment any questions or videos you'd like to see in the future. Subscribe to the channel. Get notified anytime I put a new video out. Share this video with your friends, and don't forget to go down to the video description to find out how to send in your hat format replays. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video.